So complaining is damaging in that it keeps us focused on the problem. It's damaging to our health. It's damaging to our relationships. It's damaging to our careers. We complain for one of 5 reasons: to get attention, to avoid taking action, to pre-excuse poor performance, to brag, and to control. So if we are ready to leave complaining behind, and how many of you are ready to leave complaining behind? Raise your hand, please. Okay. Let us now talk about how we leave complaining behind. This is a very simple and a very powerful tool. You take your purple complaint-free bracelet and you put it on either wrist. When you catch yourself complaining, not if, when you catch yourself complaining, you very simply take it off and you move it to the other wrist. That's it. You just take it off and move it to the other wrist. Let's see everybody do that. Take it off and move it to the other wrist. Do not snap it. Don't do violence to yourself. We want you to stay with this. The average person takes 4 to 8 months to go 21 consecutive days. So don't snap it. And by the way, some people have asked, and the answer is no, you can't put a bracelet on each wrist, so you've got yourself covered. Every time you catch yourself complaining, you take it off and you move it. And when you do, this is about awareness. So when you do this, don't go, no, just simply take it off and switch it to the other wrist. And when you do, you are again at day 1. You're starting over. The idea is to go 21 consecutive days without complaining.
It took me approximately 4 months to complete this challenge.
6, 7 months.
5 weeks.
It took me over a year.
About a year.
5.5 months. It took me 8 months.
I would never make it like past 5 days, and so it's something about the 5th day that always got me stuck.
I could go 7 days. I could go 7 days a lot.
The 21-day thing, I kept starting over and over and over again.
Why 21 days? Scientists believe it takes 21 days to form a new habit. 21 consecutive days. If you want to test this theory, move the trash can in your office to the other side of your office. You will throw trash on the floor for about 3 weeks until you finally connect with, oh yeah, that's right, I moved it. It's over here now. Every time you catch yourself complaining, until you go 21 consecutive days, you simply move it to the other wrist and you start over. You just keep going back and forth. Now here's what will happen. I believe that the brain is a manufacturer and the mouth is just a customer. And the customer buys whatever the manufacturer is producing. So we focus only on complaints that we speak. If you think it, it's free. But over time, you will think fewer and fewer negative complaining thoughts. Because if the customer stops buying what the manufacturer is producing, the manufacturer retools and begins to formulate and to think happier thoughts. This has been the most common response from people who have done the 21 consecutive days. And we've had hundreds and hundreds from all around the world who have gone 21 consecutive days. That's 504 hours without a single complaint. Is that they literally have become happier people. The mind retools and begins to think happier thoughts. If you see somebody else wearing a purple bracelet, it is okay to tell them they need to move their bracelet if you hear them complaining. But you have to move yours first because you're complaining about their complaining.
My advice to people beginning the challenge would be just to stay patient with yourself.
Be kind and gentle.
It's okay to start over as many times as you need to.
Well, there is a way that you can complain my age, but it comes naturally to complain.
It was kind of about forgiveness.
We were fortunate enough to be featured on the Oprah Winfrey program a while back. And after I finished my segment with her, Oprah leaned over to me and she said, you know, I have nothing to complain about. You know what I thought? Of course not. You're Oprah Winfrey, for goodness sake. You are one of the wealthiest, most respected people on the planet. What do you have to complain about? And she said, I don't have everything I have, and therefore I don't complain. Oprah said, I don't complain, and therefore I have everything I have. You cannot complain your way to health, happiness, and success. They are antithetical. Naming what you want in your life and focusing on what is good in your life is what is going to draw it to you. Our objective with the Complaint-Free World is to get 60 million bracelets to people around the world. We feel that 60 million, which is 1% of the world's population, can absolutely transform the consciousness of the world. Each one of them will be a positive catalyst to everyone around them. There's an old Russian proverb that says, if you want to clean up the entire world, begin by sweeping your own doorstep. Continue with this program. Stay with it until you've gone 21 consecutive days. Together, we can create a complaint-free world. Thank you very much.
Complaint-free world, no more, no more. There's no more complaining.